So I'm a bop and an OnlyFans creator, and I became single in the last year, and I'm recently starting to put myself out there to try to date again. And let me just tell you how much of a horror show this is. So I feel like I'm already at a disadvantage when it comes to dating because I am a thicker girl, because I am plus size. A lot of people don't like that, so it does make it a lot more difficult already. But I also feel like being an OnlyFans creator adds a whole new level of complication, and it makes it really difficult there as well. And usually people go one of two ways whenever I tell them what I do for work. So the first way people usually respond, and this is the least common way actually, is that they will not be comfortable with it. They're genuinely like, no, I'm just not okay with that. It's not something I'm comfortable with, which honestly, I would rather people mention that right away if they're not comfortable with it, because my job is already here. It's not going anywhere. So if you want to date me, you do have to be okay with that. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with people having a preference and saying that they're not interested in dating someone who does the work that I do. I absolutely do respect that. And as long as there's not a situation where they're like, oh, but I can change you, and they try to change my mind about it, I think it's totally okay to just say it's not a good fit for you. I can understand why someone would not be interested in that. Unfortunately, the second way that people usually respond, and this one is a lot more common, is that the second I say it, the energy completely shifts and they are no longer talking to me like a girl that they're interested in dating. They're talking to me like they want to start trying to like send spicy messages back and forth, and I'm not clocked in. Like, I don't know like the best way to say that, but genuinely I'm not clocked in. Like, do you work 24/7? Are you constantly at your job? Like, if you have a customer service job and someone comes to your house, are you going to use your customer service voice on them? Like, that just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, and it's honestly kind of hurtful. I think it's important for people to understand that all because someone is in the industry doesn't mean that they want to be in that mindset 24/7. And it also doesn't mean that I want to message someone like that off a dating app. Look, I'm on a dating app because I'm genuinely looking for a relationship and a partner and my best friend. Like, I wanted to work, I would go to my pages. Like, I'm not going to sit there and do what you're trying to do, especially for free. Like, that just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And if I tell someone that that's what I do for work and they immediately go like, ooh, I'd love to see your page, or I'd love to check out your page, to me, it just kind of grosses me out and it makes me not interested in them anymore. And I don't know if that's just not fair of me. But at the same time, like, I'm still a lady and you should still treat me with respect and understand, like, I'm not at work right now. So you need to respect those boundaries and understand, like, nothing I have said has hinted towards me wanting to talk to you like that, except for me telling you what I do for work. And if I was going to do that, I would go clock in and I would go get paid for it. So I don't know. I know we're all struggling with dating, but if anyone has any advice or tips on how to actually approach dating as an OnlyFans creator and a plus size girl, I would really appreciate it, because so far, I'm not going to lie, I've just kind of settled into the fact that I might just be single. And maybe I'm okay with that. Maybe I'm okay with just not dating ever, because I don't want to have to deal with going through this 24/7. It's the same thing over and over again, and I'm just not interested in it. So I don't know, guys. If anyone has any advice, I really appreciate it, because I'm feeling a little down. I'm feeling a little down about it, to be honest.